Hello guys, thank you so much for coming back to my channel, and I want to talk about something I've been working on for many years now, which is to study for a long time in a day. So as an architecture student, there are so many things I had to do in a day, and just technically I couldn't finish it in a short time, so I had to work all day or all night sometimes. Yes, but the question was that, can I really focus on 10 hours a day? Or am I just sitting in front of a computer and just spending time without actually making a lot of progress? So over the past year, I was working on this method of studying for a long time and really staying focused for 10 hours and then get things done. Maybe as an architecture student, 10 hours is not so long, because I also study for a longer time, but I'm trying to finish everything within 10 hours recently. And instead of just staying in front of a computer, really being productive over the time and produce the result. The first point is that to start early in the morning. Starting early sets you apart for the day, and it really set the tone for the day to be working better even afternoon. So I try to start 7 to 8 a.m. in the morning and try to focus as much as possible, finish around 80% of the work of the day. So especially when I'm working on the creative work, just the quality is so much better and I produce way more in the morning. So instead of having the whole day as same hours of work, I consider the morning as way more concentrated and productive hours of the day, so that in the afternoon, when I feel less energized, I can just focus on the rest of the 20% to be satisfied for the day. And creating a consistent morning routine is something I have been working on. I would like to get up at 5 a.m. but currently I am waking up around 7 and 8 and get started around that hours. But having consistency in the morning routine is very important when it comes to building the working habits in the morning. So for me, when I wake up and then have a coffee and then get my brain ready for the day, and then when I sit down with the coffee at the table, I'm ready to start. And I love making coffee in the morning. So this whole ritual of the morning is all one set of move for me. And from that point, I can really start working and start focusing right away. So I do think it's important to have this ritual, depending on what you like, what you prefer to do in the morning. Maybe something that you can feel ready in the morning is something that will help you get started. Second point is to use 50 to 10 rule, which is to work for 50 minutes and then take a 10 minutes break. And I know it's something that works for some people and it doesn't work for some people, but for me it works 50 minutes and 10 minutes. Sometimes it's 40 minutes and 10 minutes, but it depends on the day and I adjust my timer. I don't use the set timer that's made for Pomodoro, but I usually use my Apple Watch or phone timer to start the timer, and then when I finish, just finish. It's something very simple and you just use a timer to do it. And sometimes I also watch a YouTube video, Study With Me from Merv, she's amazing. Maybe Pomodoro, 25 minutes and then 5 minutes break. I think Pomodoro is not working for me personally because I have longer span of focus, but 50 to 10 ratio works really well for me, and I tend to forget to take breaks, and when I don't take breaks enough, I tend to get tired and actually I slow down over the time. So being really consistent with the taking break really helped me work for long hours without getting too tired or without slowing down. So yes, I could focus longer time, but I now learned that it's better to take small breaks in between to sustain my focus for longer hours. The third point is to remove any distraction from your workspace. So I have struggled to focus on studying because I tend to just open my phone and go to Instagram and scroll for a long time, just a few hours sometimes, and yes, that's how I don't work, that's how I procrastinate. pick up the phone, that's usually when I get the notification. So it's good to just turn on the focus mode or sleeping mode of the phone so that the phone doesn't notify you and so the screen doesn't turn on without doing anything. That's something helped me a lot to not just open the phone. Because sometimes I also have some documents and photos in my phone so I need to put the phone on my desk to work on something. And sometimes it's inevitable to have the phone close, but yeah, so it's good to have focus mode turned on. I have my setting of my phone on from I think 8 a.m. or like my working hours automatically, so I set up my focus mode so I don't have to turn it on every day. When working in a cafe helped me focus better and stay consistent with my work. So I tend to go to a cafe to work in the afternoon to regain the focus. Because in the morning I can work better at home, but in the afternoon working in a cafe is helpful to have the pressure, peer pressure, and the refocus. So choosing the right workplace in public. Yes, working in a library is also good, working in a cafe is also good, working in maybe a lobby of like a public space also can work for some people. But what works for me the best is the cafe. I tend to work better when people are also relaxing, people are chatting, and those noise makes me somehow relaxed and helps me to focus better. While in library, it's a little bit too quiet for me to focus. It's too quiet that I get distracted by small noises and people walking around, and also I see some friends and I start walking there. So yes, I prefer to work in cafe because of that reason. Finally is to maintain the energy throughout the day, which probably is the key component of this topic. And what I find helpful is to get the right nutrition throughout the day. Taking vitamin D, for example, helps, and I feel the difference when I don't take it. And also vitamin C through fresh lemon juice in the morning. I also take probiotics because gut health is connected to mental clarity. So I take those key supplements in the morning, but it's really up to you if you would like to have help from supplements. And I take a lot of proteins in the morning. I usually drink around 2 liters of water in a day, and I have this big water bottle next to me every day when I work, so I don't have to get up to take the glass. And exercise in the morning is highly recommended. I really feel the difference when I work out in the morning before I start focusing on the studying. You don't have to go out for 10 kilometers of running or like push up 100 times, which I can't any time of the day, and I do not recommend. Maybe if you're a very sporty person, please do so, but I personally don't. And still it's fine, like I just do 10 push-ups in the morning, and then I usually do squats for like 50 times. And if you also like walking around outside, it's very nice to walk for at least 30 minutes so that you have your blood circulation going, and yeah, your energy will be boosted. When it comes to mindfulness, I also take some time in the morning to meditate for like 5 minutes after working out, and then I take time to do some meditation for 5 minutes and just take a really deep breath and just think about nothing. Helps me to gain focus, especially in the morning. And I think meditation should be done by everybody. I really recommend meditating a few minutes in a day. I also probably struggle to meditate for like 30 minutes, but 5 minutes, just 5 minutes really helps and change my focus throughout the day. So those were the things I wanted to tell you today that I have been finding helpful to focus and study for 10 hours a day without sacrificing efficiency of the working time. I hope you can try some of the tips I have talked today and implement in your working days. And let me know how it goes. I watch YouTube videos and read books to study better and focus better, but not all of the tips apply to me, and not always it works. So I'm really curious to also know your tips which you found helpful, and I hope you take time to do some self-reflection and adjust some of the things I talked today to your needs and your preferences, and let me know how it goes. Thank you so much for watching today. Like, comment and subscribe to this channel. It means world to me. Thank you so much and take care, and see you next time. Ciao!